A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten.
Forsworn your little day,
so well
you're
the
nothing
cunning
to
artist.
me. Forsworn your little day, you're nothing to me.
That's actually crazy. Hello everybody, all my very dear audio friends around the world. How are you today? Hope all is great. I am great. I'm Paul. This is my humble studio, Warsaw, Poland, and my humble YouTube channel. Guys, Spectralayers 11 by Steinberg is out. Yes, this is one of 3 spectral suites, spectral editing suites on the market: RX11, Aiken Digital Acoustica, and Spectralayers. These are the big 3, I would even call them like this. And you know what? Spectralayers is packed up with a lot of AI stuff, good stuff since version 10, and I just saw the list of new features in Spectralayers 11 and it looks really absolutely packed up, beefed up with new amazing stuff. So I have to take a look at it right now. Yeah. As always, if you think this channel makes sense, if you like my studio and my videos, please consider subscribing somewhere here down in the corner, get notified, like this vid, and comment on it down below so that I know what you think about this new Spectralayer thing. Let's go! Alright people, I've got a website of Steinberg. We can see what's new in Spectralayers. First, I've got new modules panel. This is what I was missing. This is also what I'm missing in Acoustica by Aiken Digital, and RX only offers this. So I got modules to tweak. All the restoration things I can do are way more upfront and accessible right now. This is great. I can create chains out of modules, loop preview, compact panels view, and maybe this is like of least interest to me at least. Then batch processing, that's also what I can do. I can create a chain and upload a couple of files. Then unmix, new unmixing techniques and algorithms. Unmix chorus for background, and main vocals unmixing. Crowd unmixing, mid-side unmixing. Multiple voices unmixing. Voice denoising is improved. Multiple layer operations. Volume envelopes. Wow, this is quite a lot. It's surely not just pure cosmetics, as we say in Poland, cosmetic changes. No, this is real and this seems to go really deep. So I created a couple of different tasks because what I'm most interested in are new unmixing features of Spectralayers, because version 10 was already great in that. And we'll start with this, music unmixing. You can create up to 7 stems right now with new algorithms. But before we go into that, yeah, there's a track I already pressed unmix. Let's take a look at the new panel maybe. So I've got this left side Photoshop-like panel and modules. Yes, all my modules are now here and this feels great. I was seriously missing this. That's cool. And that's the main changes for me. And as for the menus, yes, unmix, all the unmixing algorithms are here and we're gonna focus on checking them out today mainly. So let's go with music unmixing. And I took a track that's not too easy to unmix. I'm gonna play it maybe from the middle, kind of like here.
'Cause you said something, then I said something. Now I have nothing. I just want to love you. I just want to love you.
Very cool, I like it, very funky, groovy, but also very dense. And this is not an easy thing to unmix. I didn't take any lesson. I just pressed unmix. It's here, unmix song. I checked all here and I chose extreme quality. And let's go with vocals.
Seasons change, wind's picking up. I better look out.
Yeah, there are some artifacts audible, but again, this is a really dense, not easy to unmix track. What about this?
I just want to love you. I just want to love you. I just want to love you.
And the whole mix goes like,
I just want to love you. I just want to love you.
so that you can hear that really it is not an easy task to unmix this. What about drums? I think it's even more snappy than with version 10. This is what I hear. Anyway, this sounds very good, very quality. But I remember from version 10 that drums unmixing was great back then in the previous version. What about bass? He got it right. Not easy to get the bass from this crowd. Let's take guitar. The quality drop is almost inaudible. And I suppose in version 12 or 13 it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be perfect. Remember, this is non-destructive. So when you play it all together, it sums up to the full master. So all the frequencies, all the amplitudes are split into stems so that combining them back gives you a clean master. I wish there was a destructive way of reconstructing stems as well, because they're gonna sound fuller and they might not sum up to the original master, but I don't care. I would like to extract some vocals or some other stuff in its full tone. So hey, Steinberg, that would be cool to choose from, destructive or non-destructive. But anyway, guys, yes, I am impressed. This unmixing sounds cool, but let's get to the test number 2. And this test is all about separating multiple voices. And I, again, made it really hard for Spectralayers. I took 2 poems from freesound.org. I'm gonna tell you the authors now. The first author is called Spiedenza. The second one is Tim Khan. And I got 2 poems in free domain that I can use. And guys, this is how it sounds originally. I really mixed everything up.
Eyes
Or a
that once
basin.
gazed
"O
into
God," said he,
mine,
"the
pretense
thing
of
shall
love all
be.
faithlessly.
I'll arm it
I
too
don't
with
care.
thunder.
For such
Let
as
people
can true
quake
love
and bow the
betray,
knee
love on,
with reverential
forsworn your
wonder.
little day.
So well
You're
the
nothing
cunning
to
artist.
me.
They're absolutely going simultaneously. And I did it already without listening. So I took unmix multiple noises, multiple voices from the menu. And I should have male or female. No, this is female. This is male and non-voice, which is empty, which is a good sign. Let's listen to the separation.
Eyes that once gazed into mine, pretense of love all faithlessly. I don't care. For such as can true love betray, love on, forsworn your little day. You're nothing to me.
That's actually crazy. I mean, some sibilants are not fully there, but I expected this, frankly. But phew, this is crazy. What about the second voice?
Or a basin. "O God," said he, "the thing shall be. I'll arm it too with thunder. Let people quake and bow the knee with reverential wonder. So well the cunning artist wrought."
Yes, I've got some sibilants. I would have to take care of them manually because there's some leakage from the first voice. But frankly, I mean, if this is the first version of this tool, this is massive. I mean, I love it. And for post-production, it's like you shoot a documentary and you're going to have some people talking and you just want to take your character and expose it and bring it up front from the crowd. I mean, this is, it opens up a new world of possibilities here, actually. So test number 2 went really cool. Let's move to test number 3. Yes, and the test number 3 is a denoising test. New AI denoising is there. It should be improved. And I will clash it against Clarity VX, which is the best denoising algorithm I own and I use, and I really like it. I'm not a fan of waves, as you know, but this one is really good. And this is what I did. I simply took unmix, noisy speech, and here's the speech, here's the noise. Of course, I didn't listen to anything, but I can already tell you that he made it really cool. Probably there will be some noise leaks into the speech. This is the original.
A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What shall my chisel now 'tis mine, a god?
Again, not an easy task, but only hard tasks are what I do on everyday basis, so let's give it a run. Speech only.
A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What shall my chisel now 'tis mine, a god, a table, or a basin? A god, said he, the thing shall be.
A beautiful poem, by the way, by Jean de La Fontaine, if I remember it right. Yeah, I studied literature. I even wanted to write a PhD in poetry. Did I ever tell you that, guys? No. Yeah, but yeah, I did. I wasn't very successful because I preferred audio. Anyway, let's get back to our session. And what about noise? Yeah, artifacting a bit, but still, I would say that the speech is cool, and I can hear some noise with the sibilants. It tried to preserve sibilants the way that it leaks some noise into the sibilants, I'm afraid. But how will it go against Clarity VX?
A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What shall my chisel now 'tis mine, a god, a table, or a basin? A god, said he, the thing shall be. I'll arm it too with thunder. Let people quake and bow the knee with reverential wonder.
Yes, that's what I thought. It got a bit grainy in the tops on this Spectralayers version, while Clarity VX doesn't leak any noise into the speech, but sounds a bit muffled. Let's maybe compare the first 2 lines.
A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What a block of marble was so fine, a block of marble.
But the intelligibility of speech with Spectralayers is amazing. Still, there is room for improvement, but I believe this is a very, very good direction. This is almost pristine, clean, sharp in details. There's this noise leakage. So again, wouldn't that be good to make it a destructive process? But the way that the speech goes fully its way, while the noise goes fully its very own way. Think about it, Steinberg. That would be really something. Anyway, this test also is a positive one, no doubt. Another one. And this one is about mixing crowd layers. So I said 2 tests before that it would be cool, and probably this is the aim of all this, to be able to expose one voice from many from the crowd, one upfront voice versus the crowd. So I took the same poem and I took some crowd sample and I mixed them together like this.
A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What shall my chisel now 'tis mine? A god, a table, or a basin?
This is not easy at all again. But I pressed unmix, crowd noise, foreground and crowd, and this is the foreground. And looks more than promising. And that's the crowd, which also looks very good actually. Let's listen to the foreground.
A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What shall my chisel now 'tis mine? A god, a table, or a basin? A god, said he, the thing shall be.
It's scary good. And for documentary work, or for some TV work, like TV reportings, TV news, whatever, this is gold, actually. And this is something really new on the market. I haven't heard that in this form. Cool. What about crowd? Yeah, so the crowd and the foreground, they are intermodulating each other a bit, but still, this is just the first version, still a lot of things to learn, but it's a very cool and very useful idea, still executed very well, because now I can do the crowd the way that I can make it a bit more silent, I think.
A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What shall my chisel now 'tis mine?
Yes, a bit less crowded, but more natural. And anyway, guys, this is serious. And it's already really useful and fully usable. And I'm already looking forward to the next version. This is a brilliant idea. Let's go to one more test. And this one is Dereverberation. So it's not strictly unmixing anything, any layers. But I'm wondering about this new speech dereverb. And I'm gonna compare it against Aiken Digital Deverberate, which is undisputed king of Dereverberation for now. So again, same poem. I added some reverb to it, and then I dereverberated it. The reverberated original sounded like this.
A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What shall my chisel now 'tis mine?
So again, a lot of it, and not too easy to deverberate. And this is what Spectralayers did.
A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What shall my chisel now 'tis mine?
Okay, so there's this high hiss, high tail, but still, not too bad. How it goes against Aiken Digital.
A block of marble was so fine, to buy it did a sculptor hasten. What shall my chisel now 'tis mine? A god, a table, or a basin?
Okay, Aiken wins. So this one probably needs still a bit more care on Steinberg's side. But again, it's a cool try. Really, what I really like is, take a look at this. Steinberg is adding up a lot of great stuff here, and I really hope that in next version of Nuendo 14, Steinberg, hear me out please, make all these separate plugins, because some of this stuff will make me stop using what's left out there of RX Suite if you make these separate plugins, because together with Aiken Digital plugins, I'm gonna be absolutely there without even touching Isotope RX plugins. Generally, I'm very, very impressed. And I'm not gonna tweak more because it's gonna go painfully long again. And I think I'm ready to sum the things up. Yeah, so that's it for today, but I have to tell you, we have barely scratched the surface. There's a lot of it, and it all looks very good. And I think that Spectralayers for now is the most versatile from this trio, RX, Acoustica, and Spectralayers. And not everything is fully there, but this is still under development. Steinberg team probably is working constantly on improving things, and I can really feel it, I can sense it. that they are improving things, like, for example, RX stopped being innovative in any area. So I really suppose that in a year or two, RX is going to stop being the king of audio restoration and spectral editing because of Spectralayers and Aiken Digital Acoustica, which is another topic to cover in a separate video. That's it for today. I hope you liked it, and I hope to hear from you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.